Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Mr. Almighty Lewis back at you with another video. Oh yeah, and I know I haven't been uploading on this channel for a while, but believe me, I've been really busy. But I'm gonna start uploading more and more videos on this channel. I promise you guys that I'm gonna upload more videos, and I'm gonna improve the way these videos look as well, but I'm gonna keep that as a surprise. So just gonna be do it anyways, even if nobody's watching, even if nobody's paying attention, even if nobody's recognizing your talent. So here's the thing. As introverts, you know, we're introverts, right? So as I've said previously in earlier videos, you know, as introverts, we have the ability to be able to focus and really concentrate on a specific task, you know, whatever it is that we choose to, and we're able to really focus in and zone in really well, you know. So we're able to block out distractions, and we're not easily, you know, dragged around left and right to do things because, you know, for the most part, we're very clear as to what we want to do. And so as introverts, we have that, right? We don't necessarily talk as much, and for the most part, we don't even work as a team for the majority of the time. We're usually, you know, working on our own. We're in solitude. We're doing our thing, right? And so here's the thing. You're spending so much time actually working on your craft, whatever it is that you're doing, you know, whatever it is you're perfecting. So whether that's like, you know, making videos, maybe you're working something on the computer, maybe you're a gamer, maybe you're a programmer, maybe you're a writer, an author. That's actually the same thing. You know, whatever it is that you do, right? You have your thing. And so for the most part, you just do your thing. And you're not really out there, you know, talking to everybody and sharing what you do, you know, with the entire world. Because first of all, as introverts, we don't like the popularity. We don't like the attention. We don't like to really put our stuff out there like that. You know, we don't like to put ourselves like that on the line and be like, hey, you know what, check this out. You know, I just released this new video or this new book or this new article or this whatever it is that you're doing, right? You don't like to, you know, proactively go out there and put yourself out there, you know, at least not, you know, voluntarily. For the most part, it's kind of forced. You feel pressure to do such a thing. But here's the thing, you know, like as an introvert, you may not be doing these things. Even if you know that that's what you're supposed to do, you're not out there. You're not putting in the work in order to get your work out there, in order for people to actually see it, acknowledge it, and recognize you as somebody who knows how to do that specific thing. And for the most part, what ends up happening is that you just pretty much let the results just speak for themselves. However, people don't always get to see those results. And if results is everything that people see, usually your results get compared to, you know, everybody else's results. And there's going to be people who are much better than you are, who have more experience than you are, and who have been doing the thing that you're trying to do right now for far more years than you have. And because of that, you know, your results kind of get put aside and they're just not really acknowledged, and you know, people don't really take you seriously for the most part. And who knows, I mean, this might not just apply to introverts but also extroverts. You know, they may be putting the word out there, but you know, people are just not responding well. You know, they look at your work and they're like, yo, like, man, like your work is okay. Maybe there's somebody else who's doing it better. Maybe they just prefer to see it from somebody else. And you know, there's so many variables when it comes to that type of stuff. So here's the thing. Perhaps because you're going through this, you might start to feel a little bit demotivated, especially as an introvert, like I said, because you don't tend to put the word out there. And so, you know, if you're constantly working, but nobody's really acknowledging it, you're not necessarily getting compensated for whatever it is. So remember that you always want to do everything with a purpose. You never just want to do things just randomly. So, you know, for instance, you know, if you're an author, if you're writing a book, you know, eventually you want to publish that book, and you want that book to, you know, be sold to, you know, millions of people, and you want to make a lot of money doing that. That way you're able to really support what you do, and that way, you know, you're able to, you know, write even more books. Maybe you're a musician, maybe you write music, and so you want that music to actually sell. You want to sell your records, and so that you're able to, you know, produce money. Maybe you want to make videos and so on and so forth, you know, but eventually you want your work to be recognized by people in order for you to be able to maintain it, keep it going, be able to improve, be able to be motivated, right, to produce more and more. However, If people are not acknowledging you, if people are not recognizing the talent, the skill that you have, and they're not praising you in any way, chances are that perhaps you just might not feel very motivated anymore. You might just feel a little bit demotivated, a little sad, a little just you're just not excited anymore to do what you're doing because nobody's praising you, nobody's giving you that attention. Who knows? Maybe you're a big fan of social media, and so maybe you're a content creator of social media, and so you're constantly posting content on your social media accounts, and it's not getting lots of attention, it's not getting lots of engagement. People are not commenting on your pictures, people are not liking your videos, your photos, your whatever it is that you're posting on social media. And because of that, you start to feel a little bit demotivated. You're like, oh my god, like, even if you're doing a great job, you might be doing a fantastic job with those videos and those pictures, but because it's not getting engagement, because nobody's recognizing the work that you're putting in, there's no value in it. Well, as far as like the results go, then you start to get a little demotivated, and that can slowly throw you down a curve where you just pretty much abandon your passion because you're not getting any results, and you might end up pursuing something that you don't really like just because that one other thing actually might be producing results. And so that's how people, for the most part, get stuck doing this one thing, because that one thing actually gets them results, whereas their passion might not get them as much results, even though they love doing it. But since it's not producing results, it's not getting likes, it's not getting, they're not making money out of it, they sort of stop doing it, or they try to transition into something else without really sticking through it for quite some time. So here's the thing. I mean, take for example these videos. You're watching this video right now, and it's probably gonna get 8-9 views. I mean, I'd be I'd be really happy if this video actually got 10 views. But for the most part, it's gonna get like 6 or 7 views, and that's okay. That is perfectly fine. I'm expecting to get 6 or 7 views. Why? First of all, I am a marketer, so I understand that if I want to produce lots of views, I'm going to have to do a little bit of marketing and actually put this video out there, more and more times. And could I increase the number of views? Of course, but like I said, and you guys know me here, I'm an introvert. So for the most part, it's not in my nature to go out there and start sharing my YouTube channel with the entire world and be like, yo, check out my channel, subscribe. I mostly just do that with my closest people. And thank you very much to everybody who subscribed to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't and you're watching this video, make sure you subscribe. But yeah, so that's the thing there. And so, but here's the thing, like, I'm not gonna quit on this YouTube channel just because it's getting 6 or 7 views. First of all, because I understand marketing. But here's the thing, you don't have to understand marketing in order to continue going. Because here's the thing, eventually, after some time, people will recognize what you've been doing. But here's the thing, people love to see other people who are living out their passion without having that desire, without having that dependency of the outcome. So let me explain. For the most part, a lot of people try to do things in order to produce an outcome. So this is very common with making money schemes. So you pursue something that's going to make you money, right? And so for the most part, when it comes to those things, a lot of people don't have any passion in what they're about to do. They just sort of do it as a way to do business. And so their only ambition, their only motivation is to make money. And so when that's the case, for the most part, you just tend to give it, a few days, maybe a few weeks of you grinding it out. But eventually, if you don't start to see any results, you're not producing any money. For the most part, you'll end up just dropping that thing, and you'll move on to the next thing. And so you never really give it time in order for it to grow. And how can you, if what you're doing, you have no passion for it? You don't really love what you're doing. You're only doing it to get the result, which is to make money. And that's perfectly fine. If you're going to go and do something just to produce money, okay, go and do it. But here's the thing. It's not a long-term strategy. When you're pursuing a passion, it is a long-term strategy. But here's the thing. You're not going to get results right away. For the most part, you're going to get results, who knows, maybe in a year or two. In a year or two, you'll start to make some money. Hopefully. But for the most part, you're not. And that's perfectly okay. But here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand this. You don't understand that it's going to take some time, and that people actually love to see that you've continued to produce value, whether you're getting results or not. Because here's the thing, when somebody's consistent, when somebody's doing what they're doing and they're not getting any results, but they're just putting out the value there for the 6-7 people that watch your stuff, or the 6-7 people that read your article, or you read your book, or watch your mega success in whatever field that you're in. If you're willing to put that much value out for 6 or 7 people, like that's amazing. That's amazing, and that's really all you really need. And here's the thing, like once you've produced so much value, eventually the word of mouth will start to spread. And of course, it always helps, if you really want to get popular, you really want to pop, to actually go out there and actually start studying some marketing, because it will help you a lot if you understand how marketing works, and how you're able to get your videos out there, and how you get more views, and how you get more subscribers, and how you get more of this and that and everything, right? So it's always helpful to do that. But at the core, you always want to be producing cool content, and content that's valuable and entertaining for people. Because at the end of the day, people want to see your stuff. They want to consume, whether that's your service or product, because it has value. And if you're not able to produce any value, you're not able to put any value into your service or product, then people are just not going to be engaged with it, no matter what you do. It doesn't matter if your product is really cheap or your service is really cheap. At the end of the day, if it has no value, it has no value. People are not going to pay it, even if it's $1. It's just not. Or engagement. People are not going to stay and watch your videos till the end if there's no value for them. It doesn't even matter if the video's for free. There's millions of videos on YouTube, and most of those videos sometimes get like 5 or 6 views. And that's all they get. And like for years, that's all they get. And that's for the most part because the person who uploaded that video didn't put too much work into that video. There's not enough value put into that video. You see, it's very, very, very hard to see a video that was produced really nicely, very professionally. It only has 5-6 views. That's very, very hard to find. I've came across videos on YouTube that have 5 or 6 views, and guess what? There's not much value put into them. It's pretty much just a video showing something. It's like a video that was really, made for the uploader. Like the value is only there for the person who uploaded the video. Maybe they enjoy watching themselves, or they want to just, I don't know, they just pretty much made it for themselves. And that's not how you're supposed to function. When you're producing value, you always want to be thinking of the other person, of the person receiving that value, and always make sure that you do it for them. So in this case, I'm making this video right here. I'm making it for you. You might be an introvert right now who's producing a lot of things, but you're just not seeing the results. And maybe you're at a point where you feel like giving up. I understand. I'm there right now. I haven't popped. I do more than just this channel. I have other YouTube channels that I manage. And guess what? None of those other channels are anywhere near, the number of subscribers that I would like them to have. But I'm still producing content over there, and I'm still looking to improve the content over there. I'm looking to put in even more value into those YouTube channels, even if they get 5 or 6 views, because I don't care. I feel fulfillment, I feel satisfaction for the fact that I'm putting out value. And so just think about that. Anytime you're rethinking it, you're doubting yourself, you're like, should I continue doing this or not? Just think about it. Is it valuable? Are you enjoying it? Are you having fun with it? Is this something that you want to do for years to come? Because if it is something that you can do for years, and you can find creative ways to innovate whatever it is that you're doing. So maybe you like writing. And here's the thing, like, it's not like you're always going to be stuck doing the same type of writing. Eventually, if you love it, that creative side of you is going to be like, okay, you know what? We've done that enough. Let's progress. Why don't we try writing this way now? Why don't we try writing the other way? Why don't we, if you're writing a book, maybe you're used to starting from chapter 1. Well, how about you start from the last chapter now. How about you start in the middle? Or how about instead of doing like a horror genre, maybe you do a comedy now, And so yeah, so creativity, and you could create so many value just by doing those type of things. Your value will be different, because here's the thing, like when maybe you're writing like horror books, you're providing value for people who love to read horror books. If you switch to comedy, then you can now start providing value for the people who love to read comedy books. And that's how you do it. And if you enjoy it, just keep doing it. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had a lot of fun. And yeah, I enjoyed myself while making this video. My God, I haven't made a video for this channel. It's crazy. It's crazy. I really got to make more videos for this channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. And make sure you let everybody know. Let all your friends know. Let everybody know, especially if your friends are introverts or you're an introvert yourself. You have to subscribe to this channel, because I'm about to drop some really cool introverted content here. And so introverts must be united. And so yeah, I hope to see you in the next video.